cut these two runners. And I'm just going to add some glue to this. And that should be enough weight to hold that up. The sled runners are nice and tight, as you can see. Absolutely no movement side to side. I'm just going to turn it over, countersink, put a few screws in the runners just to secure them. What I've done so far is I put on the sleigh onto the runners. I ran a kerf line halfway or almost halfway through the whole length. Didn't want to cut it all the way through. This gave me a reference line of where the blade is. I then marked a line 90 degrees using the square, and the next ones I took these will be the sides that will go on, they're glued, and I just put those in place to mark the width that I want this to go. After adding the wax, smooth as anything. Because the blade will come in at least partway through here, I don't want to have my hand anywhere near here that I could get in. It's not going to come all the way through, or it shouldn't. I'm just going to put this plywood across here just as a further protection. Will help cover up these sharp edges as well. So it's all glued up overnight, and I put on these other supports for the hand. The first thing I do is I have to cut this a little bit further. Just gonna make a mark here where the blade coming through makes it easier to line up. I'm just checking the height of the blade to see where that is in relation to. That's probably. As you can see here, the square, the splines lined up perpendicular to the sides of the box, which is what I was looking for. So I got my angles correctly. Just to point out, this scrap that I was using will actually be used as part of the jig. By clamping it in place, I can use that when I'm putting the box in here to get a consistent distance for the spline to go each time I turn it around. Just have to place it up against the stop. And it can either work from either side. Depending what's easier, the length of the box, or where I want to make it. It's a matter of putting it through, running it through the saw, turn it, run it through. I can then flip the box this way to get an equal distance. So, what I need to do now is make a zero clearance insert for my table saw so I can make the splines, or make another spline jig for actually cutting the splines that will go in these jigs. That will be one of my next videos as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This is Don until the next video.